Welcome to a new watercolor lesson, and I am Vanidas Mangathil. In this video, we will paint this rooster using watercolors. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe to my channel and press that bell notification icon. I keep uploading new videos and it takes a lot of effort. So your likes, comments and shares and any kind of supports will be of great motivation to me. Without any further delays, let's get into the video. Here we are using 300 GSM corpus papers, and the colors used are listed here in the video, and I will also put the colors in the description box below. I am not going to make any drawing. I am directly observing the reference and painting directly on the paper. The reference for this is taken from Pixabay. You can go for the you can search for the reference and have a look. Right. So I am using starting with this lemon yellow and slight little bit of orange mixed, and this is the starting, and the idea is I look at the reference and I mean you can go for that approach. I look at the reference and start with the lightmost color and then adding more and more darker colors as I need it. The next color is burnt sienna. I am allowing the edges to sort of bleed, and I am making these kind of vertical strokes to get certain texture at the edge. Okay, I think you can get it, some kind of a feather like feel to the edges. Constantly looking at the reference. So I am not showing the reference here, but you can understand it. Okay, you can understand what I am doing it, and if you want, you can surely find. You can search for roosters in Pixabay and find the reference. Again, little bit of red and burnt sienna mixed together. So going for some color variation. Okay, I am using a soft round brush, and it is a Chinese calligraphy type brush, but any soft pointed round brush should be sufficient. It's a medium size, and the size of the paper that I am using is it is roughly A4. Okay, maybe it is slightly smaller than A4, but you can take it as A4. See, the actual size of the paper may not matter much, yeah, but for your information it is around A4 size. And if you are going for bigger paper, use bigger brushes. Okay, so according to the size of the or according to the area of the brush mark, you have to pick the brush size. Okay, I would suggest not to use very small brushes, because with very small brush you have to make a lot of brushworks, and lot of brushworks will surely lead to I mean kind of a feel of being overworked. Okay, this here I am using red color. It is mostly vermilion red. I am not mixing anything. Maybe my brush may have some pollution, but otherwise I didn't initially use any colors, but I am slightly adding a touch of burnt sienna there, just for some color variation. Okay, I am the primary point that I'll be more worried about is getting wet on wet, or this getting merged together. That is what I am more focused in than the actual actual shape or precise marks. I want the kind of illusion of things being present, the shapes, colors being present at the same time, and the colors are getting merged into the surrounding areas. So it gives kind of a loose or a fluid kind of a feel. So I'm splashing some water now. Okay, and the idea of this splashing is that we should get some kind of a texture. Okay, it is just to get some texture here. Now we are going for some dark colors. The dark color that I am using is Paynes gray. Okay, it is Paynes gray or Paynes gray, whatever it is. So it is a sort of a cool dark gray, almost black sort of thing, but it is slightly bluish, you would say. Okay, so if you want some other shades of dark gray, you may have to mix some colors. Okay, so mostly I am using directly the Paynes gray, but at some point I am also adding a touch of vermilion to that, so that I get a very dark reddish gray. Okay, now I'm more worried about the shape of the overall shape I am now looking at. Okay, I'm looking at the reference, and if you can draw from memory, of course you can. Okay, yeah, I think we are getting closer to this. The overall feel, it is not, I'm not very precisely I am following the subject, I am following the reference. I am trying to get an overall sense or overall feel of the subject here. Okay, so I am not wetting the paper, it is a dry paper, right? It's a dry paper, and I haven't changed the brush. It is the same brush. You see, the brush, it's a dry paper, and the paper is having some texture, so you can see that it is leaving a lot of white marks in between. It is a very typical dry brushworks. The paint is not very watery, and the surface is very dry. Just play with it. Okay, that's the idea. I'm readily accepting the roughness. Okay. It's a real time. I mean, I am not speeding up the video. Okay, so I could have maybe I could have made it slightly faster, but I thought I will let you see the brushworks being done at actual speed. Okay, a little bit of smudging or softening some area, and I'm also trying to give a touch of some bluish color, maybe a little bit of an ultramarine blue there for some color variation. I think we are getting the overall shape now. Okay, so I'm just looking at if we need to make any changes. Okay. Right, I think we are pretty much in control of the subject. Okay, now the legs. I'm not planning to make the legs very precise, and my idea is that the ground will be little. I will give some wet on wet treatment to the ground. Okay, so I'm not too much worried about the actual foot. Okay, I know that this is little slower than my usual approach. Usually I don't paint these subjects. Okay, I usually paint, as you might have seen from my channel, I usually paint landscapes and streetscapes. Okay, if I'm just splashing some water, I mean not water, splashing some loose paint, and I'm protecting some areas using another sheet of paper, so that I don't want to splash anything on the already finished area. Right, I think we are pretty much done on the land, And if you are liking this kind of tutorials, and if you are finding any value in these tutorials, please consider subscribing to my channel. Please click on the subscribe button now. Also click on the bell notification icon so that you get notified whenever I upload new videos. I'm planning to upload videos very frequently now. If you have any suggestions, any questions, or any suggestions, please write them into the comment box below. I will surely take a look and do whatever best I can. I think we are pretty much done with the subject. I really don't want to get into too much precise details. Just suggestions for the beak will be sufficient. And maybe I will have to do something on the head. I mean, not the head, the eyes. Okay, the eyes needs to be little detailed, but there is no point in making the eyes very detailed because it is small size. The entire paper is less than A4, almost A4, and the eyes will be very tiny. So we just need some suggestion. I'm just scratching with the tip of my fingernail to create some kind of a texture, some sort of feather feel I want to create. And you can practice it on some other work, and then you can, on a practice sheet, you can try this, and once you get an idea of how to make these scratches and make those marks, you can practice on your watercolor. I think we are pretty much done. I'm happy then in what I'm getting now, and I think we are in a good shape to actually call it as done. So, and once again, your comments, your likes, your shares will motivate me a lot, and it will help in taking this video to a wider audience. More and more people can benefit. I can get my efforts shared, reaching to a lot of people. It's a lot of effort, in fact, to actually paint and properly record it, then edit it and narrate it. It's a lot of effort. So your comments, shares will be great fuel to my motivation. Okay, nothing much. Some touches of white. The white is watercolor white, purely taken from the tube. I'm not diluting it. Okay, and minor touches of white and the eyes and some other places. It is not essential. You don't have to do that, but it will give some highlight, and that may be interesting in any place. So let me sign and finish it. Hope you have enjoyed this video and you have learned something new from this. This photo is taken under a normal daylight, so it is slightly more vibrant than the part of the video which was done indoor. If you have any doubt, any questions, please do let me know, and any suggestions, please put it in the comment box below. I will surely take a look and do the best what I can, and we will soon find you in another video. Okay, so thank you very much. Thanks for being with me, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.